Still so far, no reset. Sandy's on a rampage. That's going to be cleaner for the Wizards. Oh, that's just pure damage. The knockout, here goes the ball to the slowness. And the Rengar is there for the cleanup.
Yeah, gonna be the fight, ladies and gents. Keepers, Birdie gets used to it, but ginamit din.
There is the armor of deception. Holy! Good evening everyone and welcome back to the LoL Collegiate League Summer 2017. Once again we are Shoutcasters. I am Vulcan and with me is Chisto. We will be casting the last game of match 2, the best of 3 series between ADDU and LDCU when we just came back from that game 2 where I thought that the Titans could have won that game.
Yeah, so after
Sadly.
that insane ending to the game 2, ADDU able to come out on top of that and force a game 3. Now, for both teams, LCL again is their first split in the LCL and they're looking to potentially make the finals. And as for Ateneo de Davao, they're the last school from Davao and they're hoping to stay in the LCL and represent that city.
So many things are bargaining for both teams, but let's get straight to the drafting phase to see who will be moving on to the next stage of the LCL, the finals, where I gotta say one of the semi-finalists going into the LCL because this is something that you get us bragging rights.
Yeah, another Vladimir ban here. Both teams really not wanting to deal with that pick. It's a really strong pick, I think, by both teams. I mean, both mid laners look like they can play the champion.
I would say that game, Garena, super chill. Like, I would say that this is something that will really test LDCU's ability to cope with stress because what happened there was if only Demon Kite and Z-Dragon focused on the Nexus turret, they would have won the game. Splat, because they have the Cosmic Radiance. What happened there was they ignored the turret for a solid 10 seconds, went straight for the Kane instead, and that cost him the game. So right now entering this game, LDCU's mind state, I don't know what's their mentality right now.
Yeah, let's wish that Liceo again isn't as flustered as you mentioned. Finally, a Taric ban coming from Ateneo de Davao. It looks like they do not want to deal with that pick anymore, of course. Taric has been the key to Liceo again, winning a lot of team fights in the first 2 games with so much peel from the Cosmic Radiance.
But looks like they have no trouble when it comes to the Jarvan compared to the Taric. So they will be removing the Galio Maokai and Kog'Maw. I would say general bans coming in, but more focused bans onto the ADC bot lane duo, where we do now see the Twitch being handled by Demon Kai.
Yeah, so for Ateneo de Davao, they need a support pick here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do opt for a Zyre or Khan combo, or could be the Zyre potentially. And as for Liceo again, they do pick up that Shen again here for Hope. A lot of global pressure, of course. A submarine combo with the ambush from Twitch and Shen.
So we'll be seeing rather the Shen again in this last game. This is kind of a pattern we saw with the game with Xavier University, where first game they lost, they bounce back, and they win the whole series. Could this also be the mirroring of the results of Xavier University, where we do see first picks in game 1 returning again for the last game? And let's see, for ADDU, this could be their last chance to represent their, as you said, city, the whole school in Davao. Whereas this will be LDCU's first split, right? So this is going to be very tense. I mean, first split and you're already in the could be one of the semi-finalists. That's a big deal.
Yeah, so for LDC, they're opting for the 5v5 fights again. They're looking for scaling. They have hyper carries in Sea Dragon and Demon Kite, and the strategy has worked out for them if they're able to properly play around the Stand United. As for Ateneo de Davao, they do pick up power picks in that Sejuani. A lot of engage provided by that champion. They're gonna look to engage during the windows when Stand United is down so that LDCU can't punish with a counterattack with that global from the Shen. So it's interesting to see how this plays out from both teams, as both seem to have windows where they can actually push forward and potentially win this semi-final for them.
Yes, this is going to be the last game of match 2 of tonight's stream. Without any further delay. Let's get straight to the last game of match 2. Best of 3 series, match point. ADDU, Rite of Passage on the blue side versus LDCU, Titans on the red side.
Will there be a level 1 fight here? No, I think both teams spot out each other, and I think what Liceo de Cagayan University wants to do here is... Oh, that's a failed ward. They need to play a bit more controlled. Like, they need to understand that their comp has scaling champions. Cassiopeia won't be as strong in the early to mid game, and as well as Twitch. Twitch without a few items won't be as effective in these early fights, and from what I've seen from Liceo de Cagayan University, they opt into a lot of these early skirmishes. They keep going, and for Ateneo de Davao, they need to suppress that aggression coming from the members of LDCU.
Yeah, when it comes to aggression, LDCU does not know when to stop. But in the end, they get rewarded a lot for their aggression, and they could have won that last game. But let's see, will the same aggression work in their favor for this last game of the best of 3 series?
So looking at the picks here, Azaira coming out from Ateneo de Davao University, kind of a pocket pick, let's say, for Carly in the bot lane. They could have opted for Rakan in Champ Select to give that nice Sire-Rakan engage combo, but it looks like they picked for lane dominance because if Soraka gets poked in lane and she gets low enough, it's going to be really hard for her to actually stay there, and Zaire has a lot of kill potential onto that Soraka.
And when you're playing a Soraka, you are going to be the one first to die. And seeing how we're seeing a Zyra in the bot lane as a support, you can expect that this Soraka will be the first one to be incinerated with that Ignite.
Yeah, of course, generally during fights, you want to take down the Soraka early to prevent a lot of the healing coming out from her and just giving Demon Cat a lot of protection. So it'll be up to Ateneo de Davao to actually catch the Soraka in their CC combos and take her down very early so that she isn't able to provide any more utility to these fights.
And so far, things are not going to be looking no aggression yet for both teams. They are just going to be using their usual routes. Nothing out of the ordinary right now, since after game 2, you can expect that everyone is going to be tense. This is match point.
1v1
first blood could be at stake here. The Hound may get the first blood. Oh, flash for flash. But the Hound will make it out alive. Kang just bumped himself into a wall.
Yeah, the Hound flashing at the last frame possible to deny the auto attack coming from Kang. Really, really close margins there. It was either first blood or not, and he really played that well. Now, so let's dive into this top lane matchup here. Shen into Jace. Of course, Shen is going to lose this matchup because he has melee, and Jace being the ranged champion, he will be able to bully out the Shen. And what I want to see from Ateneo de Davao is they need to begin playing around this Jace, because when Jace snowballs, he can be a really effective pick in the split push, because if Jace is ahead, Shen won't be able to deal with him. But if Hope gets enough pressure relief from him by his jungler, he can pick up a Bramble Vest and deny a lot of that bullying power of the Jace during this early laning phase.
Yes, when the Jace does start snowballing, especially against the Shen, that'd be rather easy, and this is going to be ADDU's maybe shining moment, because Shen in a way deals more damage than a Maokai, obviously, but against the Jace, it's not gonna be looking pretty.
Yeah, and of course, we've seen what Jace can do in the tank in the hands of competent players. I mean, tanks don't mean a thing to Jace if he has said, of course, in the other regions, we've seen Longzhu Khan absolutely pop off and shred tanks on his Jace. Let's see if Gosu can imitate the skills of Khan in this game and carry Ateneo de Davao University to the final of LCL.
Yes, that's going to be something that Gosu did show on a Kled. Most likely he can still show the same thing he will on this Jace.
Yeah, but of course Hope also had a good performance on that Shen during the game one, really helping his team. And for Ateneo de Davao, they need to keep track of that Stand United cooldown. They need to be able to look for these fights when that cooldown is burned, so that there is less safety from the side of LDCU. And already Hope being chunked down, bullied under tower here. We want to see Kang potentially move towards that top side of the map, and help this J snowball even further in the matchup.
Definitely, because first blood not yet secured just yet, so whoever does get it will be having the advantage when it comes to snowballing. And if Gosu gets it, he already has an advantage in CS and laning. If he gets the first blood, I don't think Hope will have a really easy time. Already look at his health. Critical blinking red right now, but in the mid lane, Z-Dragon does get the permafrost by Kang. Aggression in, just no kills just yet. When a kill does start, you can expect that it's going to be an icebreaker in this whole start of the game.
Yeah, but even with not that many aggression happening across the map, not many aggressive moves being made by both junglers, ADDU having more pushing lanes here, having their lanes pushed up towards LDCU, it enables Kang to look for these potential invades onto the Hound in the early game, and it just lets ADDU dictate the pace of the early game even more.
And when you dictate the pace of the early game, that's going to be your ticket towards the late game and possibly the win in this game. And right now, LDCU, they are showing aggression. Oh, Ember's Divine. Oh,
nice flash.
Great reaction from Z-Dragon, making it the first blood, but no, under the turret. It will be Kitanda going out on top.
One Twin Fang was the margin for that fight win for Kitanda, able to outdamage Z-Dragon enough. And of course, Cassiopeia not being that strong in the early game, she is a scaling hyper carry mage. She needs more items in order to be effective, but regardless of that, good reactions from Z-Dragon, showing that he isn't flustered at all.
Great, I gotta say, great reaction time from Z-Dragon. If he just made it out of light, just not re-engaged the fight, that would have been a great save, but he was going for the kill. Very close call.
I think he got hit by the tower.
Yeah, he got hit by the tower once. That was the game-changing damage. And with that said, the first blood will be falling in the hands of Kitanda. A good start for ADDU.
So this is dangerous for Hope. Going aggressive without vision of the enemy jungler.
Oh, and without any defensive items just yet, he will be rushing the Ninja Tabi, of course, first. But seeing how he picked up 2 cloth armors.
Possibly a Bramble Vest?
Possibly a Bramble Vest or a Ninja Tabi first.
Yeah, of course, Bramble Vest, a very great item for tanks if your matchup is losing versus an AD champion. It denies a lot of the damage, and it denies a lot of regeneration, of course, having Grievous Wounds with that item, and just good early game item to prevent a lot of the bully power.
And it's cheap too.
So now with Kitanda picking up that early kill in the mid lane, the matchup is now a bit in his favor. Of course, Cassiopeia will scale into the late game very well. But right now, 8 minutes into the game, with Kitanda being up 1 kill and a solo kill at that, he's just going to be super ahead and will be dictating the laning phase in the mid lane.
Things are looking pretty calm rather for the bot lane before the storm. So first blood in the mid lane, nothing big is changing right now. But in the long run, this LDCU's mid laner, Cassiopeia Z-Dragon, will be something that you have to take note of. And when it comes to the late game, I would say the Cassiopeia will be definitely something that will completely throw out the mobility of Azaya.
Yeah, and Kang is level 6 though. He can look for a gank, potentially in the top lane to even snowball. They're looking for a dive top lane, I believe. Here it comes.
Looks like two members converting towards the top lane. I don't think Hope is going to survive, but he is taking refuge under his skill, but will not negate enough damage with the Spirit's Refuge. But right now, Carly will be instantly bursting away. Rapples gets taken down. Teleport will be coming in. Gosu will be joining the fight. Looks like the Hound overextended just a bit too much, taking so much damage. Demonkind though, going on to Carly. Carly does flash away. Demonkind will be peeking the kill. Flash by Gosu to chase down Demonkind, but there's the Cataclysm. And the Hound was the one who died from that. Stan United does channel in, and a flash to actually remove the taunt, and I think Z-Dragon is going to be the winning trade for ADD. Rather a very extended team fight.
Yes, such an extended fight. It all starts from the dive in the top lane. Perfectly executed dive, swapping the aggro there from Kang and Gosu, able to take down Hope, and with Stand United being down, that instantly signals Carly we can go for an all-in bot lane with without the Shen ult. So immediately jumps onto Rapples, able to take him out with the burst from the early game Zyre. And LDCU just trying to match that aggression, gets punished for it because they aren't at the stage of the game where they can begin to look for these fights. They need more items to scale. Ateneo would just punish them for that, and Sea Dragon overextending, of course, for that kill onto Vath. Kang flashing and saving his AD carry, and right now 7-1, 3k gold. Ateneo Davao poised to take this win.
Yes, and so far, kill score 7-1. That's going to be a really good start. And first turret may just go towards ADDU side, seeing how they are pushing the lanes rather effectively. And another misplay happening in the bot lane where Z Dragon overcommits under the turret again. So this is something that I hope that we don't see anymore from Z Dragon. He has to shake it off, come back from it.
Yeah, early roam here from Carle to the top lane. They're looking to punish Hope a lot and really try to play around Jace even more. So just clearing waves here. For LDCU, they need to begin turtling at this point because they need to be more defensive, play more passively here because right now, there really isn't much they can do because Ateneo Davao, they're too ahead in this early game, and with an early game comp, there's really no fights you can win. So right now, they're just really getting punished for that over-aggression down bot lane.
And I think by removing the Tari, oh wait, Glacial Prison will miss its target, but the Sejuani will be the bait to be under his own turn because I would say Kang just baited out Z Dragon to overcommit to that fight. And sitting on a 0-3 KDA, that is going to be heartbreaking for Z Dragon.
Yeah, Z Dragon looking a lot more flustered now after that fight in the mid lane where he died.
The bot lane too.
Yeah, he's really, it looks like tilt right now. And again, good proactive move there from Ateneo Davao University. Understanding that they can go for a kill onto this Cassiopeia because Cassiopeia isn't at her strong point yet. So Kitanda engages and chains it. Even though the Glacial Prison missed, they're still able to pick up the kill onto Sea Dragon in the mid lane, which will put him further down the hole he's already in. Gonna take a massive effort from him to actually climb out of that.
And so far, I love to see how the Hound is making its presence shown, trying to do what he can to assist the lanes. But when it comes to a kill score of 8-1, just by looking at the numbers, that is more than enough to really switch around your mood in playing this game. This is the best of 3 series. These are college students playing in a League of Legends league, which is going to be huge. But it's the fact that they are facing this pressure. Best of 3 is something that normally you won't find yourself in any tournament.
Yeah, but of course, we can't count out any team yet until the Nexus falls, even with this massive lead in the early game for Ateneo Davao. With Liceo de Cagayan having superior scaling, it's kind of like Ateneo Davao is playing on a time bomb here, where once Liceo de Cagayan hits that point where their scaling just kicks in and Ateneo Davao's scaling just sort of goes down, they're just not going to be able to dictate the game anymore. So it's up to Ateneo Davao to really push the pace of this game and punish Liceo de Cagayan University while they're at their weak points.
And also to remove the late game hyper carry of that Cassiopeia. This is something that ADDU, I would say that they would try to end this game before the 30-minute mark, or at least not extend it until 40 minutes. That's going to be bad news for ADDU. This is going to be a lot of spike for LDCU to come back into this game. First turn in the hands of the Azir. Kitanda will be getting the 650 gold. Immediately rushes the Gnasher's Tooth. That's good news. But for LDCU, is it wise to still go for, I'm not sure what item that Catalyst is going to be going for. I would say maybe the Rod of the Ages, but at this point, isn't it a bit too late?
Yeah, at this point, Cassiopeia really has no chance but to look for her scaling items because with Kitanda being this ahead in the matchup, she really can't duel the Azir, of course, with Gnasher's Tooth already completed. It's going to be a really uphill battle for Liceo de Cagayan University.
Oh, nice flash by Ghost to avoid the drag flag combo. 3 members going in, Cataclysm to lock them down. And he gets caught by that Glacial Prison with the Emperor's Divine connecting in. Stand United will just slow down Hope's escape. Two members get picked off one by one. Looks like Kang will be getting the kill, and see Dragon gets picked off with the Sand Soldier's petrifying gaze will stop two members from taking down Siege Dragon, but they will just dive that turret like it's nothing.
Yeah, Liceo de Cagayan University getting a taste of their own medicine. Ateneo de Davao showing so much aggression here, and look at the Blade Caller.
The Blade Caller burst will be the winning shot. Teleport will be going in. Goes to really proactive top laner. Now going straight for the snipe. And to the Soraka. There goes your healer. And there goes the marksman. That's going to be probably an unofficial ace. I mean, 5 members all throughout the map just got wiped out by ADDU.
Yeah, and Ateneo de Davao University turning up the pace here, just all around the map, looking for these fights, abusing their lead. And I think Liceo de Cagayan University, with the Hound not being as proactive as Kang, the Hound needed to act as a bridge from the early game to the late game for their comp. But with him being sort of shut down and not being able to do anything across the map, that bridge really has disappeared for them. And right now, it's going to be really hard for them to come back, and just they aren't even playing that bad. It's just Ateneo de Davao is making the more proactive plays and really
taking advantage of the lead they have. That's going to be something that ADDU is known for, and LDCU, we know that even if they're not on the good lead, they still play aggressive. And this is a bad habit they have to cure themselves with. Otherwise, they may not make it far into the future in this game.
Yeah, can we call that inexperience?
Inexperience, yes, because this is going to be their first time, right?
Yeah, they're fairly young players as well, being college students, of course, and it's the first split in a competitive setting. And being a BO3, of course, it can take a toll on your mindset. Of course, factors such as fatigue can come in, inexperience.
And the fact that in Game 2 they were so close to victory, but one wrong call cost them the game. That is going to be something they have to deal with and try and fight it out and come back into this last game of the best of 3 series. It's called the best of 3, not something that you can win by just sheer cheese and luck.
Yeah, but of course, we can't count them out yet, even though they look flustered now. Liceo de Cagayan can stall games and can bounce back. Like the last game, they were behind for majority of that game, but even if they were behind during that last game, the lead isn't as big as this one. It's nearly a 10k goal lead at just around 18 minutes, 13 kills to 1. Ateneo de Davao University just dictating this game.
Very, very strong game so far for ADDU. Good start also, and for LDCU, rough beginnings. I would say they have to end this game rather late if they wish to at least come back into a very, right now, one-sided game, because 13-1 kill score is something that is very disheartening to look at. Oh, nice call off by the Hound, but the Emperor's Divide will be the one to cut things off and just disengage from that Sweet Flash.
Yeah, and I think you can look back at pick and ban here, and because the Liceo de Cagayan University opted for more scaling champions won't do as well in the lane compared to the early game laners of Ateneo de Davao, and that's part of the reason why they lost the early game so much, is because during pick and ban they opted for the more passive style, and they really needed the Hound to sort of carry that early game. But with the Hound not being proactive enough across the map, it really limited Liceo de Cagayan University's options to move towards their win condition.
And their win condition right now is to stall, but I don't think ADDU is going to wait it out. They are going to be, rather, I don't think they're going to wait it to be stalled, because at this point, you're this close to winning the game. One more victory and you're in the semifinals. ADDU will be trying to finish this game fast as they can.
Yeah, Ateneo de Davao looking at the finals. They have the finals in there as they want to set up that showdown with Xavier University. Right, a 2v1 in the top lane.
Gosu will not be surviving. He does get the petrifying gaze. The shutdown goal will be going to Demon Kite. A good choice, but the Rift Herald is right now in the bot lane. I don't think this is going to be a good siege for LDCU. The Rift Herald will really destroy this inhibitor turret for an exchange of Gosu's life the inhibitor will be gone. Looks like the Hound will be locking down Bath. 4 Members already inside the Cataclysm with the Emperor's Divide, dealing so much damage with the Sand Soldiers. Kang will be getting the last kill on the Siege Dragon, takes down Carly. Right now, it's more on overcommitment and who has more damage. It will be Kang and Bath just really doing a lot of damage. The Permafrost will connect, and here comes
Soraka.
Maybe another dive and the Blade Caller for the finishers. And only the Soraka remains, and the Soraka won't be surviving this. Red buff onto Bath. I don't think Hope has any hope of surviving this one. Thunderstorm in and out will be Vath being unstoppable. 4 members, they just got obliterated by the Zaya.
Will Demon Kite be able to pick him up though?
Flash in, yes, he will be picking up another shot on gold, sitting at a KDA of 3-3. Maybe, just maybe. Demon Kite can bring back his team to victory, but
Ghost is creeping up on him.
Gosu will be there, just destroying all traces of hope. Okay, he knows. He knows what's up. He knows he's there. Going straight in for the flash in, and the another execution there.
Yeah, Gosu doing his best Twitch cosplay with the ambush, and look at this fight here. There is no back down from LDCU. They will engage onto you, but they have to understand they are behind, and Demon Kite just gets caught out at the start of this fight. Instant focus him once he comes out of the ambush. And for the members of LDCU, there isn't enough damage on their combat. That's able to kite back, able to deal enough damage to the members of LDCU, which just seals the fight for ADDU de Davao. They do fail to pick up the inhibitor here, I believe, which is kind of a small win for LDCU, but they are still in a large hole in this match, and it'll take a Herculean effort just to climb out. More fighting.
More fighting inside the red side, and look at that to the skies from Gosu. Fearless, he is, and right now it's more on poke damage. The inhibitor turret in the bot lane has gone. They could go for the bot lane instead. The Baron is live right now. LDCU, if they lose the Baron, and with a kill score of 90-5, gold lead, nearing 10,000 gold lead for ADDU. That is a considerable gold lead.
Yeah, right now, LDCU will be forced to face check this Baron, and ADDU de Davao, if they choose to engage here, here it comes.
Here it comes. Glacial Prison is available. Demon Kite is invisible. Camouflage right now. He can go in for a sneaky play. Oh, the Glacial Prison will just cut off Soraka. They know who to focus, but a wish will still happen. He will be healing his allies, but on the other side, Bath with a Featherstorm and Blade Caller will be getting so much damage thanks to Gosu. They will be picking off the Hound.
Yeah, Kang sort of overreaching there, landing all that CC, but without the follow-up coming from Kitanda or Vath, there isn't really enough damage to take down the tank. But regardless, jungler's down. This isn't a 50-50, but I don't think LDCU is in a position to contest this Baron. Looks like ADDU de Davao will pick this up.
There's no smite here, so whoever deals the more damage will be winning the fight. Azir is there, Stand United will be channeling through. This leaves a cancel, and the Baron did go to ADDU. Gosu will be having the Baron buff, but no one will be alive to use it. Looks like LDCU may just come back from this Baron pit play. Kill score 20-10, gold lead. Just closing in shortly until 9,000.
I wonder if Kang was up by the time that Baron went down, because if he does have Baron, ADDU de Davao can potentially use that to siege. So let's look at the fight over here. Of course, no junglers. This is a ballsy call, and even if Gosu picks up the Baron, the focus is different. ADDU de Davao, they're focused on taking out the Baron, whereas LDCU, they're focused on taking the fight. They're focused on winning the team fight, and they take this 4-for-nothing exchange. I wonder if I wonder if Kang actually picked up the Baron though. Oh no, he doesn't. That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. So no Baron buff, but they did manage to close the gold lead from 10,000 to 8,000.
Yeah, a bit of too much greedy call there. A really greedy call coming from ADDU de Davao University, and Liceo de Cagayan coming with the perfect punish for it, able to pick up all those kills regardless of the Baron not going their way.
And maybe this time Demon Kite can again carry the game with his Twitch, because Twitch has a lot of damage, and when it comes to team fight, this could be Maybe LDCU's coming back game. So far, no more Baron buff. Maybe ADDU, they're feeling a bit impatient.
Yeah, will we see a deja vu of last game? Of course, Ateneo de Davos, they do have issues in ending games, whereas LCL again, they can play defensively with their scaling comps. They can stall out games. So for Ateneo de Davao, they need to pick up the pace here. They need to look for a fight, and after they potentially win that fight, they need to look to take buildings from Liceo de Cagayan.
Looks like ADDU, they are taking their sweet time. The run of the 80s of Cassiopeia is stacking until 8, but right now Gosu gets picked up by 4 members. He's ganging up onto the Jace. That's going to be a very, very bad call, but ADDU opting to go for the turrets instead.
Yeah, for this, for Ateneo de Davao, they're opting to sort of make
oh boy,
those
this is going to be a bad call. Everest Divide, 3 members get knocked out with a Blade Color combo. That's going to be a lot of damage onto the carries of LDCU. Looks like Demon Kite will be gone, but Sea Dragon remains with Carly just running away from the team fight, leaving behind Kang. He will be the one to be taken down, giving the double kill towards Z Dragon. Again, LDCU showing all of us that they still have what it takes to at least come back from the rough start, fight it out, and come just maybe reverse the reverse sweep of ADDU.
Yeah, the gap between the kills is slowly closing here, and this does not favor Ateneo de Davao University at all. They're sort of making this play where Gosu goes to a side lane, and once Liceo de Cagayan collapse on him, they sort of sacrifice him and force a push down the opposite lane. But they're really getting punished for it because once Gosu is down, they're overextending for these fights. And look here, this is essentially a 4v5 because Gosu is down, no teleport.
But look at the damage combo.
Yeah, even with Demon Kite coming down instantly, there is a secondary hyper carry for the lineup of Liceo de Cagayan in this Cassiopeia. And Kitanda comes down. I think Vath is zoned out from the rest of this fight. And with Rappos healing up his members, there really isn't any more damage coming from the members of ADDU, and really good read there, knowing they can engage for that fight.
So from the clash itself, this could be LDCU's maybe last hope. They are not yet out of the game. They still have the chances to maybe represent their school. One of the newer teams entering their split, their first split, making it to the semifinals is a big achievement. And let's hope that LDCU still have not yet given up on that dream.
Yeah, for these next upcoming fights, you need to really watch out for Sea Dragon and Demon Kite because they have begun to pick up these items. They have begun to pick up 2 or 3 items, and they already deal enough damage in these fights. So you better watch out, and it's up to Ateneo de Davao to catch them out of position and erase them at the beginning of these fights.
So let's see. No inhibitor taken away by ADDU just yet. Not much pressure just from LCL. But they are going to be taking away this first inhibitor in the bot lane. LDCU just forced to watch, but looks like the Hound may just go in. Parley just providing CC, and again the Hound looking down 2 members. Looks like Demon Kite and Z Dragon will be free hitting, but Kang will just try and zone him out, and here comes Bath from the back line. Oh no, the carries are down, the Soraka is gone. Z Dragon cannot even do anything. He gets taken, 4 members removed, and I think a quadra kill for Bath is just a poster that you can put up your wall. Because I think this is going to be a game set, perhaps.
Penta. I think they're going to go for it. I think Hope's going to give him the Penta here, or he's just trying to defend.
I think he's trying to defend at this point.
So really well played team fight will give the pentakill over to Vath.
Screenshot it, print it out in an A4 poster, put it on your wall. Congratulations to ADDU, making it to one of the semi-finalists representing their city. The only school in Davao remaining will be moving on to the semi-finals.
Yeah, the pentakill, just the icing on the cake after a great game coming from Ateneo de Davao. There were a few hiccups, of course, letting LDCU sort of inch back into the game. But in the final team fight, the positioning from Vath, the amount of DPS he dealt to pick up that pentakill, and LDCU just sort of looked lost with Demon Kite not being able to carry during that last game.
From that last game, it's very convincing that ADDU and LDCU, I will actually extend my arm toward LDCU. Really great game. They had what it takes. They really tried their best. But here are the endgame stats on what happened. A summary of this last game in one of the winning moments of ADDU, moving on to the semifinals.
Yeah, so for LDCU, they have a lot of heart. Even though they're a particularly young team, being new to the LCL, they showed a lot of heart, able to stall out these games and really just fight till the end, till their Nexus falls. And
yeah, look at the total damage dealt all throughout. Gosu being the most damage dealt to champions. Congratulations again towards ADDU. Well played. And for LDCU, I would say it's one of the teams who have a lot of heart.
they have a lot of potential.
And this is their first split. I expect more in the upcoming splits for LDCU, and I hope to see the Titans again returning maybe next split. But once again, guys, this is going to be concluding this last match of the semifinals. One of the representatives would be Xavier University, and ADDU will be moving on to the semifinals. Once again, we have your shoutcasters. I am Vulcan, and with me is Shisto, and I love to see how these teams will perform in the next stage. See you after the short. See you next time. Out. Bath 4 to Embers already into the Cataclysm with the Emperor's Divide, dealing so much damage with the Sand Soldiers. Kang will be getting the last kill on the Siege Ryan takes down Carly. Right now it's more on overcommitment and who has more damage. It will be Kang and Bath just really doing a lot of damage. The Promo Plus will connect. And here the
Soraka.
Maybe another dive and the Blade Caller for the finishers. And only the Soraka remains, and the Soraka will be surviving this red buff onto Bath. I don't think Hope has any hope of surviving this one. Going in and out. Oh, the Glacier Prisoner will just call up Soraka. They know who to focus, but a wish will still happen. He will be healing his allies, but on the other side, Bath with a Feather Storm and Blade Caller will be. There's no smite here, so whoever deals some more damage will be winning the fight. Azir is there standing there and will be challenging through. This leaves a cancel, and the Baron did go to ADDU. Gosu will be having the Baron buff, but no one will be alive to use it. Looks like LDCU is bad call. Embers Divide. 3 members get knocked out with a Blade Caller combo. That's going to be a lot of damage onto the carries of LDCU. Looks like Demon Kite will be gone, but Sea Dragon remains with Carly just running away from the team fight, leaving behind Kang. He will be the one to be taken down, giving the double kill towards Sea Dragon. Again, LDCU showing all of us that, but looks like the Hound may just go in. Carly just providing CC, and again the Hound looking at 2 members. Looks like Demon Kite and Sea Dragon will be free hitting, but Kang will just try and zone him out, and here comes back from the back line. Oh no, the carries are down, the Soraka is gone. Sea Dragon cannot even do anything. He gets taken, a 4 members removed, and I think a quadra kill for Bath is going to be a game set perhaps.
Penta. I think they're going to go for it. I think Hope's going to give him the Penta here, or he's just trying to defend.
I think he's trying to defend.
So really well played team fight will give the pentakill over to Bath.
Screenshot it, print it out in an A4 poster, put it on your wall. Congratulations to ADDU, making it to one of the semi-finalists representing their city. The only school in Davao remaining will be moving on to the semi-final.
Yeah, the pentakill, just the icing on the cake after a great game coming.
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.